Oh, I know. Exactly. I couldn't have put it better myself. What? What?
Where are they?
Oh, I don't know.
It's not the same without them.
Okay, if I was one of them, where would I be?
I know. Independent study in the SPV. That's where
No, Jane, they're not there. I tried.
I know. I've got it. What's that place that they like to go to? You know the one.
Royale?
No.
Sushi B?
No.
Java?
Palaver.
It's Java.
No, it's not Palaver. Bratislava.
Java.
I know it'll come in a minute. I know. Java.
Well done, Jane.
Oh, I've always wanted to go there. Come on, let's go.
Fancy another Kahlua and ginger ale, Jane?
Are you joking? Swiss prices. I'm going to make this one last all evening. Anyway, we're on a mission.
Mission?
Mission to bring back the class of 2020. What have you got so far?
A slipped disc, thank you very much. I put my back out doing the Macarena.
Anything positive?
Well, I've got the number of a chiropractor in Lausanne.
Oh.
What about you? Anything positive?
Oh, yes, actually. I was asked for ID. That hasn't happened since. Actually, it's never happened.
This is hopeless. I think we need to go back to Beau, Soleil, Jane. Jane? Oh, Jane.
That turned out to be a remarkably pleasant experience. I think I might go back. Just remind me, who was that lovely young man at the end?
That was the security guard, Jane.
Oh, yes. Lovely young man. Such strong hands. So firm of purpose.
Firm of purpose? I've never been so embarrassed. It was as much as I could do to make him drop the charges, for goodness sake.
I know who's responsible for this. Mr. Rugen.
Well, it wasn't just me. We just wanted to celebrate with them.
Well, as it happens, you've got an opportunity to do that right now. Are you with me? Yeah!
Welcome graduates, parents, families and staff to Graduation 2020, Part 1. Aujourd'hui, nous célébrons la fin officielle de vos études secondaires et c'est avec grand plaisir que je vous souhaite à tous la bienvenue, où que vous soyez dans le monde. Any graduation is a bittersweet moment. It's a celebration of times past, of potential achieved and successes won. It remembers conversations, discussions, laughter, fellowship and good company. And it celebrates people, individually and together, as you move on to another stage in life. But it's also a little sad as we part ways for a while. For those who remain at school, it will not be the same. You have unique characters, each of you, and you have brought something to the school that has enriched it. And we will, quite simply, not be the same without you. This year, has not been easy. The world has stopped for a few months, and, as people in transition from one stage to another, you have been hard hit by that. Opportunities to finish well and to say goodbye are important, and you have missed some of those. We are sorry about that, not least, as a view from us here, because we want to say goodbye to you and to share your successes with you. So this can't be the whole of graduation, but only part one. And we very much hope to be able to meet up together in Villars for a full celebration. And I and everyone here look forward to that. But for now, I want to offer my congratulations to the class of 2020. You have shown great character, in and out of school, in good times and in adversity. And you are an amazing, talented and strong group of young people. You will go far. And to your parents watching with you, I want to thank you for the trust you have placed in Beau Soleil, for sharing your sons and daughters with us, and allowing them to enrich our community as they themselves have grown. You must be very proud. And I hope you too enjoy this, part one of our graduation celebration. I'd like to introduce our graduating class. At graduation, this is Mrs. Seve's role. She has been, as many of you know, very unwell, and I know she has been in your thoughts. I'm delighted to say that she is making great progress, and we do hope to see her back with us for part two of the graduation process later in the year, to help see you off properly. So for now, I'm going to hand over to Mr. Ferguson, deputising for Mrs. Seve, and to Madame Bertrand, to introduce the graduating class. With the help of some carefully chosen words from each of your housemasters and housemistresses, we present to you the Beau Soleil graduating class of 2020. Mr. Ferguson and Madame Bertrand.
Sebastian, football fanatic and sociable.
Alexia, hardworking and articulate.
Abdullah, comedic and free.
Catherine, modeste et sympathique.
Abdul Rahman, funny and caring.
Anna Sophia, athletic and hardworking.
Tom, strong and respectful.
Daria, loyal and perceptive.
Paulina, charming and reflective.
Gianni, énergique et drôle.
Alyssa, respectful and helpful.
Jakub, caring and creative.
Daria, chilled and humble.
Fraser, sporty and musical.
Arjan, open-minded and empathetic.
Joachim, musical and sensitive.
Josephine, genuine and talented.
Josephine, creative and conscientious.
Brad, calm and talkative.
Ivan, football-loving and generous.
Carolina, firecracker and lively.
Karen, resilient and loyal.
Jitaro, loyal and dedicated.
Kaito, fun-loving and generous.
Chloe, light-hearted with integrity.
Laila, enthousiaste et audacieuse.
Danat, genuine and loyal.
Lorraine, motivated and authentic.
Daniel, bright and sociable.
Mara, compassionate and trustworthy.
Edna, outgoing and caring.
Panthea, sociale et ambitieuse.
Emilio, charismatic and confident.
Paulina, ambitious and strong.
Friso, legendary and authentic.
Timothée, responsable et modeste.
Irina, driven and kind.
Paul, ambitious and responsible.
Jens, individual and sensitive.
Yuka, independent and fun. Paulina, strong-minded and sophisticated. Victoria, attentionnée et travailleuse.
Jingyi, artistic and generous.
Roman, modeste et fort.
Kevin, sociable and fashionable.
Raphaël, dévoué et gentil.
Maxim, humorous and bright. Michal, focused and gentlemanly. Oiku, lively and fearless. Rinto, talented and kind. Safe, a gentle giant. Sonia, caring and original. Victoria, loyal and mature. Samuel, hard-working and courteous.
I'm going to think about that one for a moment.
C'est plutôt des souvenirs quotidiens.
Those nights in Beau, Soleil, Boys, it was kind of that idea that this is a family.
C'était pas une relation élève-professeur, c'était une relation vraiment d'être humain. Hein?
I think it was great that we were such a small group, so it did feel as if we were a family.
I've shared a lot of very fun memories with you guys.
The amount of progress and knowledge that you've achieved, I just always think is absolutely remarkable.
I taught some of you politics and I absolutely loved teaching you guys. You know, I'd always have this massive plan for a lesson and we'd probably only get through about 25% of it because you just talked and talked and talked about relevant stuff.
Many of you are brilliant thinkers, brilliant speakers, willing to engage with viewpoints so well, and I think, you know, never lose that.
Abdul had the whole school in the palm of his hand.
Yeah, just how he likes it.
Yeah, he was such a performer and an entertainer. He definitely needs to do that as a job, doesn't he? Become like a talk show host or something.
Yeah, I think it was the
ratings would go through the roof.
I would not maybe have imagined, Jutaro, that you would have ended up as head boy, head prefect. When you arrived, you were so small compared to all the big students who were in grade 12 at the time.
But I guess what I'm really going to miss is Lorraine emailing me and saying, "Sir, I've just got a few questions. Do you mind just helping me out with them?" That's going to be hard to miss that for sure.
Some of my best memories of you guys were made on a Friday night. The existential chats with you, Lorraine and Aru, Sonia. We were solving the world's biggest issues.
Even though, for example, you know, Dasha, Irina, or Alisa, or Jeannie, you know, they all can just draw really, really well. But then they go beyond that, and all of a sudden they're doing sculptures, they're doing assemblages, and you don't even know what they're going to pick up next, and that is kind of that flow and that energy, and that I'm thankful for.
Thinking back to London, I'm thinking back to sitting in that corridor till about 2 a.m, Polina, Yuka, yeah? You remember, and making sure people stayed in and out of the right rooms.
What we've loved is that all of you have just put yourself forward to be part of these productions and to be role models to everybody else in the school.
Your confidence comes from, I think, your belief in yourselves, but I think the best example of that still has to be the most ridiculous karaoke I've seen from I'm going to say Dasha and Kuzma, which I still remember, still sits in my brain as a brilliant piece of karaoke.
La manière comment vous savez collaborer, la manière comment vous savez partager avec nous, hein, vos pensées, vos sentiments et ces dialogues a été magnifique.
And some of you are incredible skiers. Friso, phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal skier.
Taught him everything I know. Friso.
Cette année, on a eu une super équipe. Je pense à Yuka, Alisa, Karine et Lorraine. On a été ensemble depuis plusieurs années. Ça a été super d'être avec vous, de vous voir grandir. Ce que j'ai beaucoup aimé, c'était votre esprit d'équipe.
I admire the fighting spirit that you have to keep going, the resilience to pick yourself up and carry on, and this will drive you through life, through the tough times, but will drive you to succeed in what you want to do.
Je suis vraiment profondément fière de vous, de ce que vous avez accompli cette année, que ce soit pendant le voyage en Afrique, les conditions difficiles.
Screams in the tent at night in Tanzania as bugs made their way inside, and a certain amount of hysteria.
De vous voir hors de votre zone de confort, de vous voir résister à la chaleur, à la tentation de juste ne rien faire.
Girls, you were amazing. Alina, Sonia, wow, fierce. Do you remember the trauma, the creatures, the insects, and the kind of therapy we had to talk that through?
And I also remember how proud I was when a few days later, the same ones of you that had been so scared by those insects at the beginning were picking them up and bringing them over and asking questions and taking so much interest and joy in the African safari around us.
Mais vraiment, ce courage et cette résilience dont vous avez tous fait preuve, c'est quelque chose qui restera avec moi pour toujours.
I'll never forget our trip to Dominica together. Wow, and Edna as well.
Yeah.
I saw a different side of you, Edna, on that trip, and you will laugh when you listen to this.
Some of you guys came away with us to the Antarctic, which was a pretty spectacular trip.
In the end, what matters is where we got to, and where we got to is that I'm really, really proud.
Le meilleur moment pour moi, c'était quand le cours était fini et vous avez encore envie de parler du sujet. Et là, c'était vraiment face à face.
The rest of the school have got some very big shoes to fill.
You are all really close as a unit, as a group, which is lovely, and yet you're also different as well.
I'm grateful to have been part of your journey and to have seen what you've achieved.
And I have no doubt that you're going to go out into the world and make it a better place.
I think you've grown into extremely grown-up, responsible young adults that are ready, to go and take a leadership role in the world.
J'allais dire que je vous souhaite de réussir et je vous souhaite le meilleur, mais en fait je le souhaite pas parce que je sais que ça va arriver.
C'est un chapitre qui est clos à Beau Soleil, mais je sais que vous l'avez très bien terminé ce chapitre.
Together you're an excellent group as a team, and I sincerely hope you're going to stay in touch with each other and with the school.
You've been resilient, you've been strong. You've done everything that we've asked you to get your work done to the best of your ability and to get the best grades that you possibly can.
You are undoubtedly a fantastic group of grade 12s.
Don't forget
We're now
package of tackies. You promised me
we're addicted.
tacky.
By grade 12, don't be strangers, come back and visit us all the time. We're going to miss you.
And the corridors will not be the same without you.
Thanks for the laughs and the good times.
Sachez que je ne vous oublierai jamais et j'espère que vous ne m'oublierez pas de sitôt.
That it doesn't matter where you are in the world or for how many years you've left Beau Soleil, that you never ever need to feel alone because your second family will always be here for you.
Thank you so much for all of your support and your trust.
We don't forget, so don't forget us.
Call in. If you pass in, flying over, call into Switzerland and we'll go skiing again.
Good to say don't forget to check in.
It's not goodbye, it's until next time.
Goodbye, failure class of 2020.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, brilliant people.
Farewell.
Bye, guys.
Chers élèves, ou je devrais dire plutôt aujourd'hui, chers anciens élèves, c'est la première fois dans la très longue histoire de Beau Soleil que nous ne pouvons pas vous accueillir en personne dans votre école pour célébrer ce moment important de la fin de vos études. Je le regrette et je partage votre tristesse et votre déception. Sachez toutefois que l'année prochaine, dès que nous pourrons, nous vous accueillerons ici pour fêter ce moment important ensemble. Et quoi qu'il en soit, vous faites partie aujourd'hui de la grande famille des anciens de Beau Soleil. Que ce soit ici à Beau Soleil, en Suisse ou dans le monde entier, vous trouverez toujours quelqu'un qui a partagé la même expérience que vous et qui a vécu ces moments inoubliables ici à Beau Soleil. Je vous souhaite à toutes et à tous d'excellentes vacances d'été et je vous dis surtout à bientôt. Dear students, or I should probably say now, dear alumni, it is the first time in the very long Beau Soleil history that we're not able to welcome you in person on the school campus to celebrate your graduation. I am as sad and as disappointed as all of you. I would like to take the advantage of this short video message to wish all of you the best for your future. And I would like to remind you that you now belong to the very Beau Soleil alumni family, and that whatever on the campus or around the world, you will always find people that have shared the same experience than you. I am now looking forward to welcome all of you during next school year to celebrate your graduation here at Beau Soleil with your family. Waiting this important moment, I wish all of you a very nice summer holidays, and I'll say see you soon.
Our time in Beau Soleil has ended suddenly. It was an excellent lesson for us that even time can be taken away from us. But what cannot be taken away is the memories, knowledge, and the friendship we gained through our experiences. Although some of those experiences may have been a failure, it wasn't worthless. Because school is one of the few places that we can make mistakes without having much of the consequences. We made mistakes, but we learned from it. And looking back, I was very fortunate that I was able to go through those journeys of failure and success with you guys. In the end, and don't hate me for saying this, but you all know that it is what you do that counts. Thank you.
Dear class of 2020, believe it or not, we're the luckiest grade BS has seen. No, not because we didn't have to sit our exams, but because we got to learn the most important life lesson. At the beginning of this year, I thought we were just gonna graduate in the end and that was gonna be that. But before we knew it, we were packing our things, not knowing this was our last proper day at school. Suddenly everything changed. This was the end of boarding school. So yeah, we learned that things don't last long and that life is unpredictable. But we also learned that that's exactly why we must not only fully enjoy it, but also take the opportunities that are given to us. Thank you, Beau Soleil. And as cliché as this may sound, class of 2020, Carpe Diem.
And now, I'm proud to introduce the class video of 2020.
Hey guys! Hi!
Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes.
What's up with your haircut, Seb?
Thanks for asking, Frizo.
I miss you.
Oh my god. Dash, are you wearing pajama pants? I am actually wearing
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Oh, that's so nice.
Mar, do you see this picture? Do you remember when I took it? Probably told me to delete it, but I just couldn't.
I remember when I came the first day, when the day ended, I cried a little bit because I missed my family.
And my English was really bad.
I think it's fair to say your English wasn't perfect, and I know for a fact my French wasn't perfect.
The first 2 weeks of being there, we were kind of homesick, and then after it was fun.
Et une fois qu'on est à l'intérieur, qu'on arrive et qu'on commence à connaître tout le monde, c'est juste, c'est incroyable.
C'était comme une famille, une communauté, une petite communauté, et on s'est bien amusé.
Like we just became friends by being different.
You take these cultures with you when you grow up, and like you learn from them, and you adapt and you grow from them.
And I think that's a really good thing.
I think it's great that we were able to try so many different things.
Pratiquer un nouveau sport, pratiquer une nouvelle activité, se donner à fond, c'est vraiment, c'est essayer de donner le meilleur. C'est vraiment quelque chose qui nous pousse tous les jours.
C'était quelle photo ça? C'était celle du challenge, non? De 20 km, c'est ça?
Oui, c'est ça. Mais c'était trop dur.
And there was all the cows on the road, and we had to
Oh my god. But I remember.
I mean, in terms of our friendship, basketball was a starting point.
You really find some part of you that you didn't know. Like you push yourself, you actually do something that you didn't believe it was possible.
Taysha, where'd you put my basketball?
At the beginning, when I started doing slalom, I hadn't really ever done some in my life. So whenever I would hit a pole, I would close my eyes
I guess my mindset in skiing was really like, I want to win this. And like, Dara was like really pushing me to actually achieve what I wanted to. It's based on individual performance, but that individual performance comes from the team spirit.
Seb, show me the thing you did your jump with.
You remember these bad boys?
Yeah.
Boy.
I feel like Beau Soleil is all about them pushing you out of your comfort zone. Like when I climbed Kilimanjaro 3 years ago, and when I tell people this story, they're like, there's no way, like you're lying. I feel like it's so important that you have these people around you that push you to try new things. The feeling you get at the top of that mountain, like when you look at everything you've achieved, is just, I don't even know how to put it in words.
Okay, guys, how many trips did we actually do?
We went to so many trips together. Like, I went to Finland, Slovenia, I went to Dominica. Dominica! I cried every day. Like, if we survive Dominica, we will survive anything.
So there, for the first week, we had to do different tasks with scientists, catching different insects like spiders, flies, lizards. This specific spider in Dominica wasn't very pleasant to look at.
Like, even though it was like the trip that was the most difficult for me, I think it was the trip that I learned the most about.
These great outfits were from our field trip in Italy.
We went to Italy to conduct research for our internal assessments for sciences.
For me, I had to like go inside the river with a net and stuff and catch invertebrates.
Then the next day we go research something on the field, so we were always like super busy.
And the internet connection was pretty bad, so we couldn't watch like Netflix, so we had to like
it's more the environment that sort of motivates me to push my dreams of music more, you know.
I like painting a lot because it just helps me to relax, and it's also kind of meditation for me.
Apart from my family, the people I want to make most proud is my friends from Beau Soleil. And if they like, you know, a performance that I did, then that motivates me to keep on going.
We push you a lot, right?
And they're very critical with it.
Oh my
God!
I remember
I cannot forget those rocks.
Do you remember when you overflooded our bathroom?
Oh my God! I remember that. Like on the weekends, we'd always be together, spending time.
Yeah, this is the winter ball, right?
Oh my God! Je vous hais, je vous hais, je vous hais. Ah ouais!
Moi, ce qui m'a manqué le plus aussi, c'est la sensation d'être en famille.
It's not like friendship, it's more like brotherhood. So it's like bromance sometimes. No.
Tous les jours. Et ça, je pense que c'est ce qui va le plus manquer, il va me manquer ma dose de rire.
Just these daily things that influence you so much.
I think I'm happy that Beau Soleil helped me become more independent because I'm also much more confident, and it helps me with everything I do now.
We just made memories together. That's the most important thing.
Like, there's no need to say goodbye because I know that we're always going to be together. So even if they're in other countries, like, we can always visit each other.
Which is good because now, no matter where I travel, I have someone that I know in our country.
But yeah, I'm going to miss you, bro.
You guys are like my big sisters.
We just click.
I wish I could hug you at the end of this conversation.
Too. It's like a family in the school. And as soon as you leave it, it's obviously not the same. Virtual hug.
Making me cry.
I wish I can go back right now.
This is awkward. We don't know how.
Are you still crying?
I'm trying to stop, okay? Like, I have runny mascara. That is not waterproof.
I love you too.
Goodbye, my lover.
Just goodbye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Thanks. See you. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Set out up the Chamasser, just behind us in Villars. Head up one of the many paths to Col de Sud and keep going a little way towards Breté. Or take the train up the mountain and get out halfway. Or the télécabine to Roc d'Orsay, ski down under the bridge, past the entrance to the Grand Cham chairlift and head to La Sionnaire. Any of these routes put you in the middle of the Villars Golf Club, with some of the most spectacular scenery you can find for 18 holes of golf. You've all skied over it many, many times on your way to La Rasse, and you've hiked across it in the summer. Some of you may even have played it, possibly discovering that the back 9 holes involve more climbing than you might have expected. So, apart from to remind you of days of skiing, walking, and scenic mountain views, why am I talking about golf today? As you all set out on your various journeys away from school and towards the rest of your lives. It's traditional for principals to offer a few words of advice on occasions like this. The rules of golf from the Royal and Ancient Club of St Andrews in Scotland run to over 200 pages of very small print, covering a multitude of different situations and conditions. What you should do in every possible scenario that might arise to make sure that you always have the answer. It's a complicated game, and, at the risk of offending any keen golfers out there, you might wonder where the fun is in thousands and thousands of words of rules and their interpretations. No wonder that American author Mark Twain once famously called golf a good walk spoiled. In many ways, life is the same. It can appear very difficult and hard to work out. Lots of complicated and unexpected situations you've never met before. And you need to find the right responses. Perhaps it was the job of school to teach you not the rules of golf, but the rules of life. You'll probably need even more than 200 pages for that, and I don't think that is the job of school. But it turns out that golf does provide the answer, and something that's important to learn for life. Because in 14 words, Rule 1 sets out a basic principle for golf that explains not only everything in a round of golf, but gives us advice to follow for life. Play the course as you find it, and play the ball as it lies. Or, put another way, let the future unfold, accept it and deal with it, one shot, one day at a time. Don't worry about what should have been or what you wish had happened. You can lose yourself in unnecessary angst and regret. Life is what it is. Embrace it, celebrate it, enjoy it. The fun is in playing the game. And, like golf, if you take along some good friends to play it too, then that's a real joy. You have a great future ahead of you. To stick with the golfing metaphor, some of it will be fairway, some will be rough, some opportunities will be teed up, and there will be some tricky shots to play. This year has certainly shown us all that, and you have shown great character in how you have dealt with what life has thrown at you. So you will recognize my advice, perhaps more than any other graduating class. In life, like golf, always play the course as you find it and the ball as it lies. Take your best shots each and every day and be true to yourselves and to your friends. Tirez le meilleur de chaque jour et soyez vous-même. Bonne chance et à bientôt. Good luck and see you soon.
1, 2,